Guess what we're doing? We're taking Nora to the vet again. So yes, she was doing fantastic. She really started healing, but the problem with that condition she has right now is the same thing with Oswald, is she does so good until that infection fills up again, and then it's like, oh, dang it. So I gave her all her shots like she was supposed to have. She doesn't seem as sick this time, but she's definitely has very much distanced herself from the rest of the herd, especially the other babies. And like right now, she actually was like perfect for me and Dad because she stayed in the barn. So like literally I got so lucky because it's raining a little bit. So sometimes the cows come in, but they also don't mind a little rain. So the whole herd is literally out grazing, and it was just Nora in the barn. And I'm like, girl, thank you so much, because it's gonna be way easier to get her because she only gets bigger. So this time I didn't do the tarp. I did 2 giant trash bags and then a old sheet, because I think the tarp is really loud for her. And I feel like the trash bags will do the same thing as like keeping her, you know, from, you know, destroying my carpets. But I'm going to vlog. I'm going to really try, since they're actually open now this time, like that I'm going during normal hours, not an emergency. I am going to try and see if I can film the procedure part if they let me, because obviously like since they are open, there's going to be there's going to be more doctors and more like vet techs and everything in there. So I don't want to get in the way by no means, but I would like to be able to film it just because it would be cool for you guys to see it, because I've talked about it now. This is the, well, second procedure, but third time Nora's gone to the vet. And then also Oswald had this done 2 years ago. So I think it'd be cool if you guys could get to see it. It's not a very invasive surgery. It's not super gross. Basically what they do is they'll put Nora under again, and then they will take bigger gauge needles and they will stick them in the joint and flush it with saline so that they can push all of that infection out, and then put antibiotics straight in to the joints. And then I'll probably get more antibiotics. I think I still have some left, but they might give me some more so that I can continue to treat her. And this time, even if she is doing well, I think I might shove her in the bigger pen in the barn and see, because worst case scenario, if Ellie hates it, what I might do is let Ellie nurse her baby 2-3 times a day and then let her out but keep Nora in, because I've done that before for specific reasons and it tends to work quite well. Because obviously right now they're separated, babies and mamas, like as long as there's no threats, they don't have to be right next to each other. And that's why they employ that whole babysitter mode, where like they'll go to their babies a couple times a day to like make sure they're nursed, but then they don't have to be like attached at the hip, because obviously animals mature at a lot different rates than humans. So I'm going to load her up in the truck with Dad, and then we're going to head to the vet. I have an appointment this time, and we are going to see what we can do, see how much I can get filmed. So sorry in advance if I don't get a lot, but you know, in the moment it's kind of hard, and I also hate being the person that's like, hey, can I film this? But we were going to actually try to go in the morning and let Christine be a part of it, because today while I'm filming is the day that Christine left to go back home. But it just didn't end up working because I wanted her to get home at a comfortable time, and obviously if she would have waited until the evening, like if they would have had a morning appointment, I would have gone with her, but we just didn't want to push it. So let's get Nora to the vet. Okay, so it's not a video of me taking a cow to a vet if I don't show you a little behind the scenes. While I'm on a little straight stretch here, I just wanted to kind of just do a little educating, because I like to do that from time to time. You know, there's some bullshit on here, but like I'd like to teach you guys some stuff. But so just to kind of explain like the whole demeanor and like a lot of like how you can tell body language in cattle. So they show a lot of their body language through their ears and their eyes, but then they can also show it by normal, you know, animal things like pacing, having their tail tucked, you know, are they vocal? So the fact that she isn't mooing or bawling is a very good sign. Her ears are not pinned straight back to her head. You can tell that she's not trying to pace, or she's not like you know, erratically moving back there. And she you can't really see her eyes, but they're not really like super wide, like she's like panicking. Like they're definitely open, but they're not like, you know. So she definitely probably, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, she loves it. Like she's definitely like, what are we doing? But what I'm getting at is she's calm, which is a great thing, because you don't want a cow to be super stressed out, because that's the last thing I want to do to my babies. But this kind of setup is a lot easier on me and on her, because a trailer would just be very big and scary, versus, even though I'm not her mother, like she's not a bottle baby, she does know me, okay? I've been around since she was born, and she knows I've been the person taking her to these appointments, so I'm not a complete stranger. So it's like, okay, that one lady is in here, I should be okay. You're getting too big for this, darling. I know. Oh, here, let me loosen up that halter for you. You're less stressed if I scratch the butt if you poop on me. pooping. Oh, yep. Glad I caught that. I about got shit on, literally. Almost got pooped on, but she's very relaxed. Oh yeah, girl. Just get super relaxed while we're waiting. She actually was just, the floors are not made for hose, are they? Because she was trying to walk around and she was like, screw it, I'm popping a squat. I'll just sit here and wait. Okay, so they actually are like, they're very busy and they have a huge office because there's like 5 vets. And so they don't want me going back this time, which I totally understand because they have a lot of stuff going on and they had plenty of hands on deck. When we went and did the lavage the first time, it was only me, the vet tech, and the nurse, me, the vet tech, and the vet. So it was like, you know, there was nothing going on, no huge rush, but there's so many people in there, and I was like, do you need help? She's like, nope, we got it. And I was like, okay. So sorry you won't get to see the procedure again, but they are going to lavage it again because her joint does feel like it's filling up with those pockets. So since it's going to be, it might be like a half hour, 45 minutes. My phone was close to being dead. So I was like, I'm going to go run a real quick errand because I think I'm going to try to clean out the back seat of my truck a little bit because Nora didn't, you know, she decided to pee. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'll be back with a check-in, what happened. Okay, we are done. Nora has become just a regular at the vet. This might be the last trip because the doctor said that her joint looked a lot better. She just thinks that she needed to be on antibiotics longer than the 5 days and neither one of us knew. So she's gonna be on antibiotics for 2 weeks straight now. So she probably doesn't need to be in the barn because she said that it really didn't have that much gunk in it. It was more just swelling, and that was just from, we caught it really early, she said. Basically, we were able to catch it before it filled with a lot of the nasty stuff. So thank you, Nora, for showing me all the signs. As soon as she stopped hanging out with the other calves, I was like, she don't feel good. So we're done. We're taken care of for today. Hopefully we don't have to come back, but if we do, get back in the drug force arena. She's one of the vet techs. She's so nice. She's been here for a while, so like she's seen all my antics, and so she was helping me get Nora in the car. She's like, Lacey, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I know I made you do a poor workout, but she did do a lot of the heavy work because I was like, it's hard because the doors are small and like one person, it's just a lot because she's probably pushing 150, 160 now. So she a fit girl, but she's a lot healthier and happy. So we're gonna go back home and see mom and get everything taken care of. But successful vet visit. I was like, y'all, those last needles and syringes were the perfect size. They stocked a girl up. And then it was cute on her little, I have her medicine in my pocket. They put get well soon on the bottom. They put get well, Nora. How cute, how cute. Making sure that, yeah, my address isn't on there. That's good. All right, well, we're gonna go home and get back in the cow field, and then I need a shower. Your girl needs a shower, so I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so actually change of plans. I decided to put them in the barn. I called Dad on the way home to let him know, and he definitely brought up a great point that if we need to give Nora antibiotics for 2 weeks, it's way easier if she's in a pen, because what we've been doing is just kind of cornering her, and Dad holds her and I give her the shots, and she's behaved really well. Like, she's very calm. It's like they kind of know sometimes. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, my animals know that I'm helping them, but like, it just feels like sometimes when they're really calm around you when you're doing certain stuff, it's like, you know, this is helping you, right? Because she does feel way better when she gets back from the vet. But I put Ellie in the bigger pen where we had the maternity ward, and then with Nora, obviously, and I just gave her hay and filled up her water. But I need to secure this because Ellie's my one who has broken out of the smaller pen twice now. So I'm hoping that with some better reinforcing and the fact that she has a bigger pen, she won't want to break out as bad. I think she just gets FOMO. Like, obviously cattle are herd instinct animals, so they don't absolutely love being separated, but the cows can be in the barn with her, so it's not like she can't see her friends, and this is for the betterment of her baby. So she kind of needs to suck it up, to be honest. Like, sis, I'm sorry that you're gonna get the lavish treatment, mind you, because she'll have the really good hay, a smaller pen, fresh water she doesn't have to walk to. Like, it's not like she's getting, you know, just absolutely just tortured. But I'm gonna take my wire and make this more secure because she's my little Houdini. Hopefully, like the vet said, we caught it really early, so I'm hoping that that means that no other lavage treatments, and she'll just get better from here.